Hi everybody, welcome back to I Create For You. We're in the 200 drawing prompt book again. We finished up prompt number 20, which was Poseidon, and I colored him up a bit, made him glittery. And the saying is, the ocean stirs the heart, inspires the imagination, and brings eternal joy to the soul. Now I'm going to try to do the jackal, and the pictures I had for that were these three pictures. And what I'm going to do, because it's my book and I can, and nobody says that there was no rules that I can't, I'm going to split the page in half so that I have even space for two different depictions of the jackal. So, let's see. Which one do I want to start with first? Oh boy. I'll try him first. See if I can. I'll put him on this side. You guys can see what I'm doing, hopefully. At least this whole thing is going to be in frame, so, and you can still see that, so that's a plus. Where should I start with him? I'll start with the ear. Sorry about my table making noise. It likes to creak when I lean on it. I should just WD-40 it and have it over with, but I'm getting a new table, so to me it's like, why make the effort, right? But until then, y'all have to hear it. Okay, I'll go like this. I see I've been challenging myself lately a lot with having to do both sides alike. Maybe I'll get better at it one day. Who knows? They don't look exactly alike, but close enough. These should be bigger. Thank God for erasers. These sketch pencils, they don't have an eraser on the end, so you gotta just have a big old boy waiting for you. Do it this way. Made him a little bigger. Alrighty. Now we'll go in here and go down to the middle. Oh, see that? See what I did there? I'll do it this way. And get rid of that little piece there. And it should be narrower than what it is, but hey, what are you gonna do? A little bit there. And this right here in the middle. I'm not going to have as many lines as it should, I don't think. Oh, I'm so tired of this crap with the sniffles and everything else. I'm sure you're tired of hearing about it. This one's thicker. Let's see if I can fix that a little bit. Here we go, the matching up the sides again. Let's see here. I guess that's as good as it's going to get. It might have been this little line here that has me befuddled here. Alrighty, let's move on. Move on to the next boo-boo. Okay. He's an angry bugger. Look, I think I actually matched them up. What the heck? Something crazy's happening here, folks. I just did 2 in a row that look like they matched up. I shouldn't jinx myself, right? His white eyes are weird. There was that crickety crick stuff going on. I'm going to get some of those little erasers so I can just flick it over and erase soon. I have some somewhere. Maybe I should finish this nose quickly. Then I have a point to put that mouth at. Okay. Now, if I do it this way, it's a lot easier for me. Okay, that's not too bad looking. Not as bad as I thought it was going to be. It's starting to look like a doggy. Well, this isn't going to look the same because I don't have a lot of room in here. I think I'm going to erase these outside ones so I have a little more room for this thing. I'm seeing now that I should have did that to begin with because that determines where those plates go there that are in the middle. So I don't know if you can hear those motorcycles outside, but we got 4 neighbors on this block here that have motorcycles. And man, they ride them all up and down on the sidewalk. And which is the weird part is here, like they don't let kids roller skate or skateboard or scooter on the sidewalk. Yet these guys are here putting their big heavy Harley Davidsons, which I have nothing against, on the sidewalk. So tell me if that makes any sense. To me it doesn't. I don't know. You know, the kids are outside being able to use their scooters and bicycles. You can't even ride the bicycles on the, which is weird. You can't even ride them on the sidewalk. And yeah, it's just, sometimes I think they got their ideas backwards. Their rules or regulations sometimes contradict themselves. We got, I'm going to give you another rant. We have neighbors that don't live too far from us. They just moved in last summer, I believe. Maybe more towards winter. But, where I live now, there has been a driveway that's in the back of everybody's house here that is like a little alley, but it's dirt road. You know, it's not a paved road, but it is. Ever since I've been a kid, you've had access. Now, I showed my husband, since he is not from around here, I showed him the little trick of going back that way. It's a shortcut, you know, and wouldn't you know it, we get these neighbors in who decide, now they're at the end of that little alleyway. They decide to put signs up saying private drive so nobody can go back there. I'm like, why? They're not hurting anything. They're not, and to make it worse, you talk about a Karen, which I'm sounding like right now, but the lady, decided that she is going to sit out there like a driveway Nazi and prevent people from going past there, which I think that's wrong. Look what I did here. I think that's wrong only because, you know, like people who've lived here forever now don't have access. Well, they didn't until they put up signs that said private drive, no access. But the people who are living here, I'm going to go out a little further on that one. You know, sometimes they have to access their little garages in the back here, and she's like, well, you know, tough shit. Well, that's mighty nice of you to just come in here, move in here, and decide that you're going to just take over the whole alley and make it your own. Which I thought, these two don't even look alike. I'm yapping too much. And I'm just thinking, man, that's just not right. I mean, I don't know why you would do something like that. And then, we were all making a stink because, you know, people can't get, we wouldn't have had access to our shed out back. And when it snows and stuff, you have to be able to park out back. And a lot of the neighbors, like when they have to work on their vehicles, they'll take them out back and work on them and stuff. And nope. She put a sign up at the very end of the driveway saying private drive, no access. No way, no, don't come in, you know, don't come in, don't go out, and just don't go. In other words. Yeah, so it's like, why? Why do you have to be that way? I mean, and to top it off, you're new here, so that's not like making friends with your neighbors, is it? But then our landlord told us we should just, take it up with the borough and see what happens. He was going to say something, and the other neighbors were going to say something because it wasn't fair, it wasn't right that she took away access like that. And so she must have went and had, I know it costs you money if you want to make your parking out front. If you want to make it like handicapped, you have to pay so much a year, and then they put up a sign for you. So you're essentially paying for them to put up the sign and for the sign. So yeah. Excuse me here a minute. Ugh. So I'm pretty sure she had to pay for that, which I hope she did, because she got a sign put up now. But it's stated this way, that private driveway, residents only. So we can actually have access to our shed now. But still, some people, I don't know, just don't understand. That's not how they make friends in their neighborhood, I'll tell you that. She still sits out there as a driveway Nazi. That's okay. To each their own, but, Okay, that's as good as that one's going to get. I'm pretty happy with it for as much yapping as I'm doing and trying to draw at the same time. So we'll try this one over here. He's a little portrait. I think he looks like he is a mix between a coyote and I think because his ears are so big, and maybe a wild dog. I don't know. When I was looking it up, I was like, it's not making sense, because wolves kept coming up, and I'm like, that's not what a wolf is. A wolf isn't a jackal. So why are they putting them in the same category? Then I was seeing coyotes, so I was guessing, well, maybe there's some kind of relation, since they're all like in the dog family. Could, like the eyes and everything remind me of a fox in a way too. So I don't know. I'm just going to warn you, my husband's going to be coming home soon, and I'll probably have to pause it a second and come back, because I know he doesn't know that I'm taping. He's getting home from work, so. And I use my phone to tape, so there's like no way of me to tell him right now. Okay, now let's move on to the rest of him here. Here's the fun part. I always have to look to see how far down I should go for a nose. That's not too bad of an area. I don't know how you guys do your animal drawings. This is kind of I just look at it, try to figure it out the best that I can, where things need to be going. And now these guys, eyeballs should be in further from the ear, so I'm gonna put them closer together. got that going on. And let's see here. A bit of the eye. This paper kind of reminds me of coloring book paper. You know, like when you were a kid, coloring book paper. That's what it reminds me of. Now, you know what? I think I might have his eyes too high. If you look how much of a head space he's got here, I don't have that much head space. I'm sorry for this. So, this is my process. When you see my sketches, this is what I go through. Did I just do it again? Yeah, it looks like I went over the same spot. What the heck am I doing here? There we go. It's a little bit down further. I just have a real problem with doing realistic. I just could never do it. It's just too hard for me. And I just kept going and going and working at it. Sounds like my cats are fighting. Okay. That gave them a little more forehead there. It's a little bit better. They have a long nose. Holy moly. It is almost like a fox's nose. And of course I'm doing it head on and he's looking to the side. I hate doing side portraits. I hate them. It's just, I just have no perception, good perception when I do those. And I think that's why I'm not, I'm not doing it with this guy. It's like, I'm not having it. At least my hands got a mind of their own. They're like, nope, we're not doing that. We're not going to be able to do that. Sorry. Can't help you out. I thought I was going to have more trouble with this one. I don't know why this one's not turning out nice. Probably because I feel like I have to rush. Usually I just take my time and check everything out before I start shading and everything, but I'm like feeling like I have to rush before he gets home, and I don't want to actually have to worry about pausing. But anyway, I'll do what I gotta do. I haven't mastered realism yet, so just bear with me. They got whiskers, so you can see it in that picture. Got whiskers. Should be using my other. This one's not too bad. I was gonna say I should be using that other pencil because I can really get in there and I might have to tweak this a little. I know it's going to bother me because he's not looking too much like that one. I think I had the eyes too close together. Oh well. Like I always say, it's better than nothing. Smooth all this stuff out here. The cheapest art tool I have. Alrighty. I think that's the best that I'm going to do on him right now. I might just leave him alone. I'd be too scared I'd mess him up somehow. But I guess that's going to be it for now. Hope he doesn't look that bad. As bad as I'm thinking. Gotta stop messing with him. I'm gonna make him look really bad. Alrighty, that's as far as I'm gonna go for the jackal. Okay, then our next one will be deer antlers for 22 and Medusa for 23. Thanks for hanging out with me today, and I hope to see you in the next video when we do the deer antlers, and we'll see how that's going to work out. Please, 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 if you really liked it, hit that thumbs up. And if you'd like to see some more, subscribe if you haven't, share if you'd like to, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for stopping by.